Today's video is getting this interior back together. And can we lay it down right here? Yeah. Check that out, guys. It turned out absolutely amazing. As you guys seen, there was a little cut right there. The entire interior is back in the car. We got everything. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be back to work on my McLaren 720S. As you guys seen in the previous video, we finally got this thing off the lift, which was a huge milestone because we did a lot of work on this car. As you guys can see, that's the old tub right there, and it just looks like a crazy old parts car, and this is the new one, so everything is back together. And what I want to focus on in today's video is getting this interior back together. In the previous episode, we did get most of the wiring kind of just routed through here, and we also went ahead and fixed that little crack over there. So pretty much everything is fixed, and now it's time to just put everything back together. So pretty much where we left off in the previous episode is we got most of the wiring situated exactly where we need it. Now what we need to do is go ahead and fit the brake pedal up and the brake booster, and then we can go ahead and start lining up the dash and put it in, and then we can potentially turn this car on and see if it even works. So let's go ahead and grab the brake pedal and the brake booster and go ahead and install it, and then hopefully we can get this dash in today. So we got the brake pedal installed, everything is plugged up and ready to go. Now what I want to do is we need to put on these little brackets right here. They go into the footrest down there, and probably go ahead and put the carpet in, and then we can get ready to put the dashboard in. So we pretty much have everything installed in the car, and it is ready for the dashboard. I have to actually remove this computer box right here and unbolt these plates because the dashboard is going to go on top and then those get bolted to the side. So let's go ahead and grab the dashboard and install it in the car. So we got the dashboard pretty much just sitting inside here. Now what I need to do is kind of pry it back and then plug up all the wiring underneath. And everything is pretty much self-explanatory. Let's say, for instance, this wire right here, there's two clips and it perfectly goes just like that. And there's a ground, and then these go here. So I'm not missing really anything. Every plug is getting plugged up, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and move this dashboard back and plug everything up behind there. So we got the entire dashboard inside the car and everything turned out pretty good. Dad approves of it, so
Yes.
we're good to go. And now what we're gonna do is go ahead and start working on the center console. We got the entire dash in already. Everything is buttoned up down there. We've got all the brackets on, all the computers. And now we simply just need to put the center console on and start putting on this entire infotainment system. iPad? No, McLaren 720S screen. This is piece, that's the top piece. This one's got to be redone. So we were just about to put this center console in, and my friend Josh actually is going to repair this airbag. As you guys seen earlier, there's a little bit of creases and a little bit of cuts, and he's the man for the job, so let's see how he takes care of it. So check that out, guys. It turned out absolutely amazing. As you guys seen, there was a little cut right there, and Josh absolutely hooked it up. So Josh, big shout out to you, man. Pretty impressed for 20 minutes worth of work. He got everything. It's not 100% perfect. Like, you can kind of still see a little bit, but honestly, the airbag costs around $2,000. I paid the guy 50 bucks. So we're good to go. Now what we're gonna do is go ahead and start putting on the entire center console, get everything back together on this thing. So check that out, guys. The entire interior is back in the car. We got everything back together. No missing bolts, nothing. Everything went together pretty smoothly. And now what we need to do, or actually it's getting kind of late, so we'll probably do this tomorrow. We need to put this backing panel back in here, button up all these trim panels, and pretty much the entire interior will be done. So it's getting kind of late. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Making it to be so sad.
So it's the next morning here at the shop, and we pretty much got the entire interior on the McLaren done. We put everything back together kind of how it needs to be. And this piece right here, it does have some serious gouging in it, so we'll probably will have to replace it. But what I'm thinking on is pulling off this leather and actually carbon fiber wrapping it with some real carbon fiber and resin. I think that looks pretty good. And it also matched, like the steering wheel has a bit of carbon, the power shifters are carbon. So maybe we'll do that, but I'm not sure on that yet. But and today we need to do is basically put this entire rear section back together. We need to put this bracket on that we forgot. It goes over the module and it holds these wires together. So we'll put that on, and also this back covering. And we need to put the roof on. We need to get the wiring harness off the old car, put everything on, and basically button up this entire interior 100%. And then we could potentially actually turn the car on and see if everything works. So the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and take off the wiring harness off this parts car. Right here, we have our wiring for the roof, and I'm guessing it was just taped on. And what we need to do right now is get that visor off and get this rest of this roof off. It's kind of already hanging because everything is just on Velcro, which is kind of cool and kind of not. So let's go ahead and get this entire roof off and get this wiring on this car. So check that out, guys. The entire interior is pretty much complete. All we need to do now is put the seats in. And I actually went ahead and put the access panel in back there. I didn't bolt all the bolts in, but I just put everything back in just so we know nothing's missing and the interior is complete. Now what we need to do is go ahead and clean the seats up and put both of them in there, and the interior will be 100% complete. So check this out, guys. The interior is finally all back together. We also went ahead and cleaned everything up really nice. And check this out. We actually are using our cup holder down here. Check this out. We had to get a miniature can just to put it in the mini half cup holder. But everything is in. Every clip, every bolt went back together pretty good. And as you guys remember, when we were taking off these these are the speakers right here, they were super shaky. And what I figured out is, I guess they didn't assemble it right. And what I had to do is take the actual speaker all apart and bolt it in perfectly inside there. So now nothing is moving around. So everything is nice and secure. So guys, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. Got a lot of work done on this car. It is pretty much almost ready to go ahead and start, but we will have to start wiring up everything in the front. As you guys know, we did buy a frame rail. So what we're going to have to do in the next episode is go ahead and start figuring out where all this stuff goes. It's going to be pretty simple. And then probably put the door on and put a fresh battery on this thing. And I think we need to do an oil change also, because we did drain out all the oil when we were doing the engine swap. So we need to change all the fluids. But that will be in the next video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And if you want to cop some merch, head over to Vtuned.com. Thanks for watching.